I'm talking AGP, anti-gravity, project I respect, staying true to the tech. We got the evil address and the pink Miss Will, got the dark matter token going up, I can tell. Hey, I can tell this is the start of something fresh. Shout out Hex Revision and Donna Hex, yes. I confess, Hexicans don't stress, cause as a community we one up. So tell me, are you in, or tell me, are you out? Do you want to win, or do you chase the clout? What is this really about? The treasury and lottery. If you meant dark tokens, you can get a part of it. So how does it work? Let me explain. First you buy the dark token, now you're in the game. Then you mint the dark and get a fuel cell. That's an NFT, one that earns yield. As long as you have it, it feels like magic. But if you vaporize the NFT, that's tragic. So most think crypto is a game. Are you here for the fame, or here to make a name? See, Hexicans reign, we create our own lane. I thought I told you, we the new financial gain. AGproject.io was the flow. And if you know what I know, then you know what I know. That's how it go. Something like to support the team, the dream. Public service announcement, t.me/anti-gravity saga is the telegram. Tap in. It's for y'all. I'm talking AGP, anti-gravity, project I respect, staying true to the tech. We got the evil address and the pink Miss Will, got the dark matter token going up, I can tell.
Hey kids, this is Pulse Ray Vision coming to you live from Cuatro Cinco Studios in my mom's basement with one of my old school Hex Ray Vision polos and a no permissions hat. Looking good. Wow, a lot has been going on the last few days here in crypto. We got our little pumpy pump, which is awesome. I reposted this on X and in our Telegram group. I'm going to drop YouTube in just a second so I can play some music videos and not worry about them getting their virtual panties in a bunch. As you can see, I've got my sleepy time tea. I've already taken my sleepy vitamin, so this may not be that long of a stream, but I just wanted to get in here and show you guys some updates to the site, which I think are beautiful. Also talk to you guys about someone finally taking the Pink Mist Whale deal. So Pink Mist Whale deal, speaking of the devil, started without me, Hex T Armstrong, I'm telling you, he posted and took the Pink Mist Whale deal. So we'll be seeing some more J5s popping into there. Elizabeth's in the house. Hello. Who could it be? I wonder. No, honestly, I've been hinting as strongly as I can, telling you guys, hey, nobody, like, people didn't sleep on J5. They hibernated on J5. That was it. They just were not there. They just didn't pay attention. A lot of people, the Pink Mist Whale himself, either wasn't near his crypto stuff, or maybe she wasn't near her dream catcher, or maybe the Pink Mist Whale just didn't feel like minting J5. I don't know, but right now you have about 30 days to take the Pink Mist Whale deal. Buy Pink Mist Whale, or if you already have it, send it to the Pink Mist Whale's address and receive For every million, you receive 10 J5s, and you also receive a dark. So Hex T. Armstrong is one of the first people to be paying attention and jumping on that. And I believe that, because so few J5s were minted, and I mean, who knows what J6 is going to look like, because we have this insane minting in J4. And then we have this baby mint in J5. I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, it could be small, medium, or large. I don't know. But the truth is, every time people mint the fuel cells, the Journey's fuel cells that we're talking about right now, the NFTs, every time people mint the NFT, fewer and fewer dark are on the market for sale in circulating supply, and more dark are in the lottery and the treasury. And who do those benefit? They benefit the minters. So the treasury is bloating to quite a size right now. In fact, the treasury should bloat to a bigger amount of dark than the evil address. Now, granted, that depends on when that depends on how much is paid out of the lottery, because I believe the lottery will be paying out 3 plus 2.7 plus 2, so about, we'll just say 3 times 5, like somewhere between 10 and 15% of the treasury is going to be paid out to Journey 1, Journey 2, Journey 3, and Journey 4, and Journey 5. So it's got 5 payments to make, which means more of it is going to be paid out than before. But it's still growing faster than it's paying out. So the treasury is still swelling, it's still bloating, it's still filling up with economic, and it's still filling up with dark as more dark leaves the market and more dark gets scarcer and scarcer and scarcer. So it's quite a game we have here. It's quite a fun game. Very simple though, like on its face, get some dark, mint some fuel cells. That's it. Now the next time you can mint fuel cells is in about 30 days. That'll be J6, Journey 6. But Journey 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5 they've all been minted, and they all have a fixed supply. There will never, ever be more of those NFTs. Ever. So with that, let me jump on here. Like I said, I was going to start here. I'll go through some of the stuff while I share my screen here. Excuse me. I'm going to share my screen and go through some of this information, and then I'm going to go over and we will play the Pink Miss Well game right here. Copy, paste. You can go to the Pink Miss Well game. You can connect your wallet, and you can buy tickets with Pulse right there. So yeah, check that out. That's the Pink Miss Well game. If you go to agproject.io, which is one of the first places we're going to visit, you can connect your wallet, and maybe we'll throw up some music videos, play some music videos, and then at the same time play some of the sweet Pink Miss Well. If you guys have not gone to X's community, The Collective, and joined here, look at this. This is Hex T. Armstrong's What to Do with All That Pink Miss Well. Any suggestions? Oh my gosh. I'm just going to do what I was doing earlier, which is basically just eyeball emojis like looky here. Ooh. Yeah, check that out. Post. And then, of course, the Colex watch that we're working on making a deal with Colex brand. You don't have enough dark, you don't have enough fuel cells. Beautiful watch from the brand that everyone knows, Colex. Yeah, that's it. And then, of course, we go here. Oh, look, F1. I definitely want to follow F1. There we go. We're working on putting together a stream Saturday morning, kind of during the oh, look, F1 during the practice session in Canada, and doing some crypto bets, or taking crypto bets on with crypto on F1 racing, like who's going to get what in the pole position and grid position, and who might be winning the race in Canada. So we're hoping to reach out to a whole new group of people who enjoy F1 racing, and then who might be winning we can tap into to just lightly shill our crypto in the meantime as well. So check that out. Welcome to Pulse Chain. We love you. That's awesome. That's awesome. Corey Geary had my first Hexagon visit in Pulse Chain themed cafe in Thailand. The first of many, hopefully, Hex Thailand. That's awesome. Am I following? I'm going to follow this dude back. Okay, I'm following Hex Thailand back. Very cool. His Hex themed cafe. Awesome. Send me a link. Got to test out my mic. Thank you for reminding me, Casey. I will definitely do that. I'm gonna send it to you on Telegram. How does that sound? Let's see here, Casey. There you are, right there. And we'll do this right there. Boom. Nope. I just sent you a link to the Pink Miss Mo game. Let's try this again, folks. Let's copy this right here. Paste. There we go. Boom. Hide. There we go. Yeah, so that's sent out to you, Casey. Good to see you, man. A J5 art finalist and my 1 million Pink Miss Mo prize pack. Oh my. Yes, we are getting around to paying out the art prizes and also the reward point prizes for people that minted in J4 and J5. So look for those. And in the meantime, let's go to our very favorite website in the entire world, agproject.io. Look at this facelift. This is brand new, brand spanking new. We simplified the clock because it kind of looked like a secret combination that you had to break, where now you can see if we're in the minting, lottery 1, lottery 2, lottery 3. Simple layout. The gradient that's highlighted is what we're in right now. And then here we go. It's 5 days, 16 hours, 21 minutes until lottery 1. How cool is that? How freaking cool is that? Boom, boom, boom. It's very, very simple to see what phase we're in, what journey we're in, journey 5 right there. And so you see the lottery, the phase, the journey, how much time is left, and so forth. That's very beautiful. I love the way that our devs have simplified this clock right here. Let me go back here and see if there's anyone. Here we go. We already have someone backstage, Mr.
Yes.
Hexiest man, the hexiest man in the world, ladies and gentlemen, and soon to join us as well, Casey the Hexagon. Don, what do you think about this simple facelift of our front page?
Dude, I love it. Hold on, is that are you hearing that echo?
I'm not hearing the echo, but we might be echoing if you've got another speaker on, or if my speaker's picking up your voice. Let us know in the comments if you guys are hearing an echo on my side or his side. I don't hear one on your side.
You guys are. It's just me hearing one. Never heard that before.
Yeah.
But dude, it looks awesome, man. There's so many cool things that
Hexy says we got an echo. Do you have a speaker in there, or is it my speaker?
See if it's yours. Mine is very simple. I don't have speakers.
Nope, just on Dawn. So either my microphone's picking you up, or your microphone is picking you up twice.
Yeah.
Are you you're not watching the stream, are you?
No, I'm just
like you're just listening to the
Yeah, I'm just on StreamYard. That's all I'm on.
Oh, okay. Here, let me put it. I'm going to put in headphones.
Okay, yeah.
Try that. If my speaker is the problem. Hang on 1 second here.
Okay. What up, y'all?
Dude, I did say headphones recommended in the title here. So there, I don't have a speaker playing anymore.
Okay, let's see. What is going on, dude? What could it be? Oh, what's this mean?
We can still hear you. I can still hear you in my headphones.
You hear an echo, right?
I don't hear an echo, but you hear an echo, and the audience hears an echo.
So how do you not hear one?
Because I just have headphones on. But I'm not listening to
the audience hears it.
But I've muted all of my replays, like the one here on Twitter and the one, if I had one on YouTube, I'd have it muted. So I'm listening to everything through StreamYard.
Let me make sure I have.
My speaker was hooked to StreamYard, and I didn't know if it was doing feedback into my mic, so I just turned my speaker off or disconnected it.
Dude, this is. I'm very good at Macs. PCs. I don't know where I check PCs. Wait. Let me see if Copilot is doing anything.
Okay. We have another guest here. I don't hear any different, but yeah, Hexty still says Don, echo, 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 echo. Are you hearing an echo when Don speaks, Casey?
It was a second ago.
But it's gone now?
He's echoing too.
No, I hear him. I hear him echoing.
So you're saying that Casey's echoing as well, Don?
Yeah. Ask Hexty. Do you hear him echoing too?
Your voice, I'm not hearing an echo from either of you, but I will say Casey's microphone sounds rich and creamy.
I'll throw these on.
More. He says more echo.
I need to get my Roadcaster Pro and everything. I got to set that stuff back up.
Yeah. So tell us about this microphone that you're speaking and spitting rhymes into, Mr. Casey.
Ooh, that's an SM7B, right?
Yes, it is.
That's what I've got too. I'm just out of the state right now. Borrowing it.
It's been sitting collecting dust. Hold on, I'm hearing myself.
Yeah, you're echoing too like crazy. That's what I'm saying.
Hexty says it's StreamYard relaunch. But if I relaunch this, I'm going to have to join this one again. Or I'll come back in here. I don't know if it's going to kick everyone.
Okay, yeah. See, I have headphones on now, and I'm still echoing. So it's not anything about a speaker that I have. It's got to be something on your end, Max. But you're on headphones too.
Yeah, I don't have anything playing on here. Let me double check. Yeah, my Twitter is muted. And I don't have anything playing it in this studio.
Let me do your studio.
Yeah, there's nothing else. All right. Make Dawn a co-host.
Makes any sense?
Let's see if I can.
Here, I'm going to mute in case you talk and let's see if there's an echo. I'm going to mute my whole thing.
This is the Late Show with Casey on 98.9.
Yep, you're still echoing.
Still echoing. Let me restart my StreamYard. He said, make you a co-host. I don't know if it will. Edit name, edit mic.
I need to leave
studio. Ban from studio. I don't know. Yeah. All right. I'm going to drop out. I'm going to refresh this and come back. And it should keep streaming. And if it kicks you guys, the same StreamYard leak will work. So I'm going to refresh my screen, and we'll see if that fixes it.
So we should just refresh?
Yeah, just refresh.
Okay.
And I'm back.
So here we go. Now I'm back. I didn't hit add to stage on my face. So I'm back. Casey's back. And here comes Dawn.
Anything now?
And now you guys say, hey, what's up, Rainmaker? What's up, Hex?
Oh,
Ray?
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Creamy. All right. Now let's see if do you guys hear any echoes on your guys' side when I talk or when you talk?
We'll see. Can you guys hear me?
I'm good.
Oh, we're fixed now, dude.
Yeah,
it fixed. It was a stream issue.
All right, cool.
If I watch, I'm going to take my headphones out now, and no echo still, right?
Yep,
Nope.
clean feed.
Oop, I need
clean
to move my
feed.
audio on my speakers now, though.
Yeah. So
Are you guys talking?
yeah, I'm talking. Can you hear me?
Frozen.
I'm good. I got you.
I'm still moving on my end. I think that his might just be loading or whatever. 5x5. Oh, it's 5x5. Is that the speaker
I just
thing?
can't hear you guys now.
That's because you took your headphones
my
off.
volume down.
Man, I'm doing pretty good for my
I
first
feel like
time.
an 80-year-old grandpa
What's
trying
going
to
on
figure
over
this
here?
out, dude.
You're killing it.
I'm
You're
gonna
a pro.
refresh.
I'm gonna be tuning into the Casey show every night with my sleepy tea.
I've been practicing my Delilah voice. You guys remember her?
Delilah. The only thing I can think of when I hear
Oh my God,
Delilah.
she was like a second mom growing up. Are you having a bad day tonight? Are you driving home?
Oh, Delilah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Delilah.
people would call in and be like,
Yeah.
Delilah, I just don't know. Like, I'm dating this firefighter in another city, and I feel like maybe he doesn't want to commit to me. And I just don't know the right song to play him, to dedicate
Let me
it to
play
him,
one for you
to let him
too.
know that he needs to put out the fire in my heart. And
And there's like, we didn't start the fire.
fire, it was always burning.
It's always burning since the world's been turning.
And now we're banned from YouTube. Thanks, guys.
Oh, sorry about that.
Crap.
We sang it that well that it sounds like Billy Joel himself.
D1 and only Mandingo says, love that lady voice. It's a great lady voice.
Only Mandingo.
Oh, yeah.
He says, it's psycho, it's
Psilocybinish.
I want to mention peyote cactus. Shout out to peyote cactus.
Shout out peyote cactus.
But I think we fixed the psilocybinish echo.
Yeah, dude, I've never ever seen that. That made no sense. Because when I was muted, and the fact that you couldn't hear our echo is shocking to me, though. That's weird.
Yeah, I couldn't hear it at all.
You?
Yeah.
How does that make sense?
My middle name's Murphy, so if it has to be me, I must have done
Murphy's Law. Yeah.
I think we should just go back into more Delilah stories.
I'm telling you this.
More Delilah.
I actually read that she like adopted like 15 people, like kids, in her life. Like she has like 15 adoptions.
Wow.
That's a lot of adoptions.
She was like a second mom, you know. My parents it was always Soft Rock 98.9.
I don't know what is going, guys. I am sipping chamomile tea, and D1 and only Mandingo's giving a shout out to DMT. So I mean, we quickly changed from a crypto-based stream to a plant medicine stream in a hard way. Just a hard.
I don't know anything about that.
No, I read about it in books.
Yeah.
But it sounds fascinating. Oh my gosh.
So yeah, about the mic. This is the mic that I think what's his bucket uses, Joe Rogan. And it's been
and these are the
dust.
headphones. I literally have his same set. These are the headphones he uses, the Sennheiser HD 280 Pros.
Nice.
You'll see the two pads on top of his head all the time.
Oh, now we're echoing again.
Dude, Max, when you open that, dude, it's when you open that.
It's my shared screen. Okay, now I bet you there's not.
That's what it was, you son of a bitch.
It's because I'm sharing. It's because I'm sharing the audio. You know how you click the share audio thing? Well, every time I share audio, I've got to mute my mic for some reason, even though I'm not hearing it.
Your playback, the YouTube playback.
You mean just not share the audio?
Or no, I guess if you're sharing your mic and your StreamYard is creating sound, then
watch this. I'm gonna share the screen again, and I'm not going to turn on the share system audio. So I'll just share that. Okay, now is there an echo? Because there shouldn't be an echo now because it's not sharing any audio. However, when I go to play some music videos, I'm gonna have to turn it back on. There we go. Right. Your dedication song is so thoughtful. And here's to you and your ex. Have a great night, you loser. That would be so funny if she started doing breakups instead of makeups, right?
Right.
She's like Jimmy and West.
We should create an AI and do it.
Who are you guys talking about that's doing this? I'm so
Delilah. Have you ever heard Delilah late at night? She has this radio show of like soft rock. Soft rock channels will carry this show, and she does this really sentimental, meaningful thing.
Connection is shit.
All right,
Mr. Tech.
I guarantee you that if you heard that voice, you'd probably, oh yeah, I know who that is.
Yeah. Hey, it's Delilah. It's so warm. It's like a warm cup of coffee.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Cozy right up to that voice of Delilah.
It's like those 900 numbers, dude. The voices are so
I was
good.
Gonna say she missed her calling in life. I don't think it was in radio.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Exactly, dude. Hold on, I'm changing my internet connection real quick because you guys keep cutting out for me, which is my internet because it's my boys are gaming like on high speed and where I am in my house it is not good. So one sec.
I think there's like a jingle. It's like Delilah. Am I right?
Love someone tonight.
Delilah.
Testing.
Yeah.
Delilah.
Is that any better?
Yeah, we can hear you. You're glitching a little bit, but
So I wasn't before, but now I'm glitching.
no, you were before. Now you're not.
Oh, okay, perfect. So this is better.
This is better. This is better.
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay.
Awesome.
So let's go back. This is where I was headed before you guys joined in, and we went through.
Sorry, guys.
Echo Palooza,
Echo, Delilah.
Echo Delilah, and of course,
Back on track.
Yeah, Billy Joel. We didn't start the fire. So this facelift that we've given to the front page, the main page, is actually there's still some more cool stuff
Looks
going.
great.
This is a much more simplified label that tells you where we're at, what time we've got mounting down. So all you got is 4 options: minting, lottery 1, lottery 2, lottery 3. Then you got the Pink Miss Well game if you guys want to degen into that stuff. And you've got minting, which of course is going to be live again in about 20-something days, 29 days. And you got View My Fuel Cells. This is all new. This View My Fuel Cells is an entire table where if you connect your wallet, it'll tell you what league you're in your NFTs. It'll tell you how much of each one of them they have. It'll tell you how much dark has accrued in each of them, and it'll give your total street value and the cash value of your dark if you were to vaporize, which I don't recommend. And this is, as you can see, is set to all-time high. If you look at all-time high, that is a very interesting number. It's $135. Some insane maniac who had just escaped from the state hospital found dark right here at this week and pumped his mother all the way up to 130. Yeah, this was insane.
Must be somebody special.
Yeah, it must be, dude. I think they have a new microphone, whoever it is.
I think we call this Casey's candle.
The Casey's candle.
Casey's candle right there.
And it's been downhill ever since.
Well,
Casey,
it definitely has. I blame Casey for every one
euphoria?
of these. No, for these 12 Black Swan events, I blame on Casey. In Pulse Chain. I blame everything bad in Pulse Chain on Casey. Go ahead.
Still looking good comparatively when we compare to a lot of things, you know?
Yeah, it's not bad. If we compare it to Pulse, it has been taking a beating against Pulse, which is always sad to see. We like to beat Pulse. Yep. We like being up here in the channel, not down here at the wiki wick bottom. But as you can see, look at that. That's a very interesting support line right there. Look at those. Look how all those wicks come out and lick it and then take back off.
Yep, that's very true.
So, and then of course in USD, we've finally got a little bit of green pumpage right here after, like, I don't know, it missed the bull completely. The bull pump did not come through this time, but we have the 3 little bears right here that are showing where the lotteries are. And maybe this is opposite day. Maybe we have 1 down bull and 3 spiky little bears in the price.
I think every journey, everyone's trying to rethink the system on how to be early or late to the game, right? And so it's not following the pattern anymore, which is smart. I mean, right? You got to be contrarian to your little pictures there.
Yeah. Yes. It's just so weird that every one of these 12 bears lined up exactly with a dump in Pulse Chain, like every single one of them.
I'm telling you, Max, you missed your calling. You're Nostradamus, dude.
Nostradamus. With just, I mean, this technical, you can't really argue with
let's
this
make
technical
it
analysis.
A self-fulfilling prophecy and put like a bull like up in the sky there.
That's what I'm talking about.
Because want to put one up here? Let's bring this down. We're gonna put a big bull at let's just put the first bull somewhere very arbitrary. Let's say $1,000, just for shits and giggles. Yeah, we're gonna put a nice big bull up here at $1,000 to manifest our destiny here. Oh, and that is a tiny bull.
He needs to be big. You might need to keep a few tiny bulls. Maybe this bull has some kids.
Yeah, there's the bull right there. So now we have the bull up in the sky at $1,000.
Yeah,
and
you just have that for July 7th.
Yeah, he doesn't even. He's up in the sky. He's like God. He's up just watching over us.
I like it.
There. He's not even on the screen. He's like, hey,
there we go.
My children, my dark children, come unto me. Oh my gosh. So let's go back here.
Something else. So my pictures look all messed up from this angle. I need to fix them all.
Yeah. Check this out. This is insane. 36, the biggest journey mint by far is Journey 4. Journey 5, the smallest.
That was impressive. That surprised
ever.
Me. Journey 4 mint was crazy.
It was bananas.
Yeah, I was not expecting that.
It was banana. Well, and things on Pulse Chain were working better on Journey 4, meaning the fees were lower. We had some working wallets. We had some working block explorers back then, and then we didn't. So it's been a rough Journey 5. The Journey 5 was born. It was born in the darkness. It it's definitely like the canary yellow right here. It's interesting color. But like I said, out of this 68, almost 68,000.
It's still baffling though. It's like 60, how much dark is really left? I mean, how much more can we mint? I mean, geez.
there's
no dark out there.
Than people think. There's
dude,
so much less.
You're hitting on it right now, dude. You're hitting on it. The thing is, as we know, the treasury peaks around Journey 8, right?
Mm-hmm. That's when the biggest payout is.
Yes, the biggest payouts. And so the J5 holders should be quite happy because actually the smaller the mint is, the
bigger the reward.
Distributed yield amongst.
Well, didn't J1 get 0.05 and then like 0.06 or something like that in the first two payments?
0.02. The first one was 0.02.
Yeah, 0.023 one.
Yep.
So 0.02 is what J1 got the first payout.
Yep.
And here J5 is getting 0.11.
Yeah.
Its first payout.
It's bananas, dude.
That's insane.
Like it'll probably eclipse J4 payouts. Like just by
explain something to me, Hexray. So let's say if only one fuel cell was minted in J5.
Mm-hmm.
How does that affect the payout in the treasury or the lottery?
That's a great question. That's a juicy,
in the lottery?
Great question, my friend.
Well, you'll never have just one because Evil Address is programmed. So you mean just one public mint, but the Evil Mint,
sure.
Evil Mint's programmed.
It kind of reminds me of the adoption amplifier, right? So it's like if you get in a good journey where there's not that collective out there, they're gonna be rewarded heavily, right? Or at least the ratio of winning is gonna be way higher.
Well, here we have the corrected Evil Address minting schedule, but even without this, this is the corrected one because the first one was off by just a few. So this one actually is going to end up with almost 650,000, just a few less. But if one person minted in J5, they would get 1.9%.
Yep.
1.96%. So almost 2% of the entire treasury would be paid to that one fuel cell.
Dang.
So we're sitting at like 350,000. I mean, something silly. Yeah. 343,000. So it'd get 2% of this. 2% of 343,000.
I love
almost 344.
The new website looks great. I love this page. This is really cool.
Have you went to see what animal you've got? Are you a sonic shark?
How much for a dark dolphin?
200. Or actually, there's 100 minted in this demo account. So with 100, I'm 53 off from being a sonic shark.
Okay, what's over 1,000 fuel cells?
Over 1,000 fuel cells, you're either a warp speed whale, or you are a pulsar Poseidon.
Okay, just asking
for a friend. Yeah, this is fun, and this changes. These leagues change just like the T-share leagues change every time someone stakes hex, because that's based off T-shares, and this is based off of our eternal T-shares that we call fuel cells.
Mm-hmm.
So this is gonna, like, when minting 6 happens, and we did take out all of the evil address and mystery box addresses from this league because it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to compete against those guys,
right?
Because they're really part of the project and part of the smart contracts. So the only thing they can do is get vaporized by getting hacked by the collective.
Yeah. So the reason I asked about the, hey, I'm kind of looking for that sweet spot between how many people are minting and not, because I do have a nice liquid bag. And I'm like wondering when it just like, bam, like, but everywhere people keep minting. So it's incredible.
Well, dude, J5 did, I don't know how much J5, but so far J5 was the one to get into.
Yeah,
J5
I didn't get in, so I'm kicking myself now.
Well, even the Pink Mist Well didn't get in on J5. That's how it wasn't slept on. It was hibernated.
But that wasn't by choice. They've been had a lot of things going on. They just weren't able to.
Pulse Chain has been pretty sleepy the last couple of weeks too, so that might have super sleepy.
Yeah,
like REM sleep, deep sleep.
If people if people are like, hey, I'm taking a break from crypto for my mental health, I'm like, yeah, do that.
How about it?
Well, you went on a break and you hiked trillion miles.
Oh wow! Really?
Through the desert and mountains. Casey, would you lose 40 pounds?
I lost 40 pounds in the Sierras. Yeah,
40 pounds.
Wow, dude.
He had
most of it back.
He had a beard like a bluegrass player, like a bluegrass country star.
Yeah, as good as I can get. Yeah.
It was good,
but I couldn't keep the long hair though on top because I'm pretty much bald, so it looked like they call it a skullet, I guess they call it.
Yeah. Well, I think that added to the bluegrass.
That's true. Yeah, I was definitely a hillbilly looking for sure.
I'm looking through your pictures now. I got a picture of you at Egypt, crying out loud.
Oh,
I got
awesome.
A lot of the ass slap emojis that you sent me.
Oh yeah, I love that emoji. That's my favorite emoji.
I could tell. But I don't have one.
That's just to let you know I'm still here, brother.
Yeah, just slap that ass, be like, hello.
Oh, did I send you a picture in there? In Egypt?
Nice. Well, yeah, so I got the Egypt.
I don't have hair then.
No, you just have you have like an Indiana Jones shade hat there.
That's right.
So
which I lost in the Nile, by the way.
You lost that in the Nile?
Yeah, a big gust of wind. We were going down on a boat and a big
son of a.
I know. But hey, I could say I have a hat at the bottom of the Nile River. That's kind of cool.
I left something for them.
Mm-hmm.
I like that a lot. The other two things I wanted to point out on this is we got capture screenshot. So you can click capture screenshot there, and you can capture the screenshot here and share them on X. So you can take a look and say, hey, check out my fuel cells. Look at how much dark they've got. This is what they're worth at today's price. This is what they're worth at all-time price. And then, of course, our little moon math. If we type in just I don't know, it's a crazy number like 1,000. We'll just throw that in there for now. As you can see, the total USD value is $6,000 for 100 dark that you put in.
Yeah,
that's not a bad average, and you've already got 6.4 of your dark back.
So have we seen anybody do any vaporizing so far? Can you tell?
Yes. Well, the collective has vaporized Journey 1 and Journey 2. They used to be 116,000 and 121,000. Now they're half that, or even less than half. So if you look up here at Journey 1 and Journey 2,
warp speed whale, baby.
You're a warp speed whale?
Yeah.
Now we're talking. No, if you look at J1 and J2, look at the payouts here. So on projected payout after J5. So at the end of J5, without anyone vaporizing, they're getting almost 0.6 of a dark back, 0.7, 0.57, right?
Wow.
And then Journey 2 is getting 0.41. So they're literally getting like basically half a dark back every 45 days. And it's going to go up for the next through Journey 8. So Journey 8 is going to be the biggest payout in the history of the project right now. That's what's projected.
Nobody meant Journey 8.
Nobody's got it covered. Just Casey.
Help me out. I got the Casey candle.
Well, and the thing is like if we get to all-time highs on the Pink Mist Well token or on dark, we could very easily see the scrape button go live again.
Shout out to the Pink Mist Well, whoever you are. Awesome.
Yeah, Pink Mist Well.
It's not me, guys.
Well, and look at this. $181 will get you 1 million Pink Mist Well tokens. And for that, you can actually get 10 J5s. So the way to get J5s now that the mint is closed, and knowing how insanely rare they are, is to send Pink Mist Well tokens to the Pink Mist Well. And like I said, you get 10 for $1 million, plus you get a dark per million.
Dude, that's
and there's some people sitting on, a few million here and a few million there. But almost
wait a minute, hold on, real quick. So just to be clear, so someone sends 1 million Pink Mist Whale to the Pink Mist Whale, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then they get 10 of the
J5s
and 10 dark and 1 dark.
1 dark.
Okay, I was gonna say wow. So, but that ends up being roughly like about, like if you were to buy, I mean that's great. That's like basically if you were to buy 10 dark, it's about roughly the same, right? I mean, it's
about roughly the same, but the potential of it just going.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's a good thing that it's the same because theoretically, like this is the roundabout way to not have to pay a substantial premium. Because I haven't looked at the NFT marketplaces to see if anyone's listing them, but I don't see any reason why anyone wouldn't list a J5 at least a 20% premium from the dark. You know what I mean? Like at least 1.2 dark per J5.
Do you know
that's a good way to get them for no premium.
This reminds me, like J1 is the Michael Jordan rookie card. It's always going to get paid 3% of the treasury. So I mean, think about that. Like you said, J5 is down to 2%. So this gets a whole percentage more paid to it. Yep. And it's lower right now. So Michael Jordan rookie card still just kicking ass. This J5 is like one of those weird cards that had a misprint or a screw up on it. And over time, that little weird card, like that little mess up, actually made it worth more because it made it more of a collector's item. And so it's almost like these ones have like a baseball, like a baseball player that went to jail or something like that. Like some Daryl Strawberry card.
Daryl Strawberry, dude.
Yeah, like some crazy stuff, or a Sammy Sosa jacked up on juice card.
I wonder if the Pete Rose cards are going to be even more valuable now.
Exactly.
Pete Rose, he's in the Hall of Fame now, isn't he?
I love. Well, I mean, he's eligible now. I don't know. I haven't followed it.
He's eligible now. Yeah, there's a lot of politics for.
That's awesome.
Or like an OJ Simpson football card. You know what I'm saying? Like they have a different flavor, a different meaning to them, but they're still very valuable. So that's kind of what J5 does. And like I said, 63,000 of these are Evil Address and Mystery Box. 67,000 of them are basically part of the project.
Like, where's the liquid dark? This is crazy.
Oh, you want to see some liquid dark? I'll show you liquid dark. Well, at least this is what we think it is. This isn't always accurate on Pulse Scan, but if you look at this whole thing, look at the top 3 addresses, all smart contracts. So you got 39% in the Evil Address still. You got 37% in the treasury and fuel cells. You got almost 6% in the lottery. So right there, you've got, I believe we added it up. It was like 82%. 82% of the entire supply is in these 3 smart contracts.
And what are those 10,000 evens that look like a first distribution? Who owns
these
those?
Right here. This is a mystery well that I believe they started with more. We saw them start with more, and then we saw, and then it split into a bunch of 10s, and then we started seeing the 10s getting minted.
Oh, I see.
So this is a whale that was at the very beginning of the project that knows how to get some fuel cells. I'll just say that.
Okay.
This one knows well.
Real quick. Hey, wait, real quick. The dude for Telegram on PC. Sorry, and I should probably just text this in private. But do you have to install it, or can you not just go to the website
on desktop? No, you install it on. You install Telegram for desktop.
But I don't like so many viruses. You can't just do it. I thought you used to be able to do it in a web browser.
I don't know. I mean, you could also use that blue something. The one that basically puts your phone apps on your computer. It's like Blue Box or Blue something.
Oh yeah.
I can't remember the name of it, but that's one option that wouldn't actually install it on your desktop. It would install it as a mobile app.
Mm-hmm.
So, because I remember when Crypto.com came out, they were basically just mobile. So if you wanted to see your crypto.com, you had to use that other app to make it show up as a mobile. But anyways, I digress. If you look down all these, you've got the mystery box, which has been nothing but benevolent. You got a mystery whale sitting on about 4%. You got pink mist whale sitting on less than 2%, like 17 grand. Sounds like a lot of dark, and it is. That's a shitload of dark.
A lot of dark, yeah.
But if you look at it in the scheme of things, it's 1.71%.
Right.
That's crazy.
And he owns more than that because he has a lot of fuel cells, right?
He has more fuel cells. We have to do this. We have to go to monkey balls. We have to open one of these and do the fuel cells here. We'll just open this one because I know this one has fuel cells. Nope, that one just has dark. But no, it would. Well, no, it would still own some fuel cells. Hang on, we just go back here to mystery box, and the mystery box has some fuel cells, and then I'll open that in another tab, and we can actually look at the owners of all the fuel cells. Yeah. And like I said, the top ones are all evil address and mystery boxes, but I think that Randy Hilarski and Pink Miss Well are sitting on a giant ton, and then Firewell minted 10,000 in Journey 4. So like if you look at this, this is the evil
on J4, right, man. Oh, I bet he's wishing.
What took him so long?
I don't think he understood the project.
That's exactly what.
Which is understandable,
dude. But the site, I think the improvements to the site are such a great step forward to have people
understanding. I believe so. And we've even updated the mint page. We've updated the lottery page. We'll jump to that. But the evil address used to have 230,000 fuel cells before J5, before it minted 43,000. So the collective took the evil address from 230,000 down to 103,000.
Wow.
Yeah, that's talking about mowing the lawn, dude.
Like this. This is interesting.
It has completely leveled the playing field.
It's been fun. Yeah.
And then a mystery box has 53,000 of J1. Those are J1 and J2s. And then you got the Pink Mistwell, which has 35,000 that it's minted. And right below that, this is a daughter address. The 32,000, that's a daughter address. That's a daughter address. That's a daughter address. That right there is Randy Hilarski. Randy Hilarski sitting on 20 grand. Almost 20,000.
I like what T. Armstrong saying. He's like, I warned you all 2 months ago that only the top 10 wallets will be able to mint. You can't buy enough. I mean, that's true.
You really just can't buy it.
Eventually, it only will be the people holding the liquid supply, and there's not much left.
Well, yeah, and I'll jump back to that. But here's Firewell at 10,000, right?
Dang.
And then here's somebody, BOA6, they're kicking ass with 9,000, almost just under 10,000. You got A2C7 sitting at 7,000, but you drop down here and look how fast you lose the thousands.
Right.
Dude, how many did you say Hilarski had?
Oh, geez. Hilarski.
That was fuel cells, though. You weren't talking liquid dark, right? You were talking
this is fuel cells, 92556.
He's been
almost 20 grand. Almost 20,000. Now, like I said, if I go back here to the supply of dark, this is where things get really interesting. That I know people are people are hibernating. They're comaing. What's the present tense of coma? I don't know. They're out.
Yeah, comatose. Well, no, if they're comatose, they're that's present. If they are comatose.
But even here, when you drop down here, this right here, this is a liquidity pair with 3,300 dark. This is a liquidity pair with Peak Miss Well, I'm pretty sure. So even in the top, when you're getting to the thousands here, and then you get down here, there's no one, and some of these in the thousands are also liquidity providing smart contracts. But you just go over here and you look at all these contracts, you're like, oh, this is a lot of liquidity being provided, liquidity pairs. And then when you get to the bottom of page 1, this liquidity pair has 85 in it, and the address above it has 86 dark on the first page of 38 pages we counted.
Yeah, so we just don't know what it's paired with. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I'm saying like there's just such a small amount of dark on the first page.
Oh yeah, gotcha.
Scrolling down to the top 50 addresses, you're looking at like 100 and then 86 and then 85. Like that's bananas. Absolutely bananas. But if you add just these top whales right here all the way down to this liquidity provider, you're looking at 96, 97%. Maybe it was 98 right here of the supply. So like, yeah, let me try this 39.62.
It's definitely going to be one of those unique projects on Pulse Chain that really stress the supply and like how that's really going to affect the system. Like it's going to be a very interesting case study. Like I don't think anything is even close to this on Pulse Chain.
As far as I know, we're the only project committed to going to zero circulating supply.
Yeah, geez, I was gonna say.
Like,
but even that's an interesting case in itself. Is like, how much do you need? I mean, you need liquidity.
Well, like, that's not counting the LPs,
right? Yeah,
that's outside of LPs, and I know the LPs are considered circulating supply, but I'm just talking about what can people dump, right?
Right.
And if there's just very, very little in the hands of the users. And it's all getting locked up in the treasury. It's all getting locked up in the fuel cells because it bloats the treasury, then it goes into the fuel cells, and then it's just a game of chicken. Who's going to vaporize and who's going to sell? I mean, the alpha move is to sell on Pulse Market app or Mintra.
That's absolutely
right? And that way it doesn't hurt your bags. Yeah, it doesn't hurt your bags. And whoever buys it gets to continue to receive those payments from the treasury. But the treasury is just trucking along. The treasury's already paid out 67,000 dark so far. And it's about to pay even more than that out in the next 2 days. Let's see here, lottery. So we got lottery in 5 days, but the minting, that's only 28 days. So in 28 days, Journey 6 is already going to hit us. Like, this is the thing about this is it's relentless. If you don't pay attention to this thing, you're going to be like, oh shit. And then you got to go back and you got to try to get the J5. Then you got to play the Pink Miss Well game. Then you got to hope that people start putting them up for sale here on Pulse Market app.
Yeah.
So how's the Pink Miss Well game going? I haven't seen it since it first came out too much, but
got 22 rounds played of it. Okay. And look at this. Right. At the beginning, people were getting 3.2 dark. The last person got 5.458 dark. So almost 5.5 dark to the last winner. And the last winner put 100 in the books. So we haven't had $100. No, 100 is the number that won. So this is all the numbers that won in gold. And we still haven't had number 1 win. And we haven't had 69 win, which I'm
got like hot numbers about. Like roulette table.
Yeah, but definitely all the stuff in the teens and 20s. The teens and 20s have won more than anything else, and a few 30s. Like 80s won twice in the 80s.
So the boomers and the Gen Zers keep winning, huh?
There's only 190 here. Oh wait, no, 80s was 3 times. One in the 90s. 1 in the 60s. So yeah, it's really like the teens through the 20s are who are cleaning up on here. So, and right now there's 60 spots left, but have you seen this since we did the sound effects?
It's been a while. I no.
How much is it going to cost me to finish buying out this game?
How much is it? How much is it? 50 cents?
It's like 50, 60 cents in Pulse. Let's see how much. If I were to buy the next 60 tickets, it would cost me $37 to buy out the rest of this game.
And then what's your prize if you win?
You get all of this dark. You're walking with about about 50 or 60 bucks worth of dark.
Oh, nice.
So like if we go to here, this is what it'll be 1 4 4 1 2 3 4. Yeah, so 50 bucks a pulse buys dark directly off the market and gives it to the winner.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it would be 49 bucks, about 50 bucks of pulse would buy that dark and send it to the winner. So it'd be 5.514 is what Pateus is.
Pretty sweet gamble.
Yeah, and it looks like it's pushing it through the nope and dark, the 2 fucks and dark. Yeah, it's crazy that it pushes it through this 2 fucks pool all the time, because this 2 fucks pool fee is set to 0.5. So whatever pair inside that pool is the best deal. It's constantly pulling all the dark out of that pool, but the pool is 50% dark. So every time it buys dark from the pool, it's making the other tokens buy dark. If that makes sense.
Right. Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah. So if anyone wants a piece of this action, hurry up, because I'm going to do this because I really want to show Casey our sound effects and our options to eliminate players and basically cause these people in the disco ball to turn into pink mist.
So these people could be waiting for days, right? That they already signed up. They're just
yeah. These games could be 5 minutes. They could be 5 years.
Why don't you just put a timer on it? So if there's like 40 people in the game and it's over after 2 hours, then it just goes. Well, I guess that can be gamed.
It's not a bad idea. It is a lot of coding.
Yeah. But still, I mean,
so
couldn't it be gamed though?
Circle and all the numbers.
What's that?
What's the circle with all the numbers? That's just
this
a randomizer
globe
or something?
right here. Yeah. This is just a visual representation of all the numbers, just like a roulette wheel, and they disappear as they die.
Nice.
Last man wins, Russian roulette style. So when you start eliminating players, you can eliminate yourself.
Ooh.
Yeah,
that would be how Russian roulette is played.
That's it. That's how we're playing it. I figured, what's the most degen game on earth? Russian
Well, I would
roulette.
jump in on this game, but I think it would dox my wallet, right? If I'm like, I'm jumping in.
Well, if you win, if you don't have to win,
that's true.
You do want to win, but if you win, it's gonna whatever wallet you play with is gonna show up here under the winners, the last 4, and it'll show what you won. But I'm gonna give. Let's see who's in chat right now. We got Hex T. He's a degen.
Hex T.
I bet you anything. Hex
man.
I bet you he's already in this game, is what I'm guessing. Huxican's in the house. No, Don. Casey, you are not. Oh, this is back to the
echo, I think.
Echo, yeah. Hey, team, slightly late, so playing catch up. Ahmed says hi with his wrench. Good to see you, Ahmed. I warned you all 2 months ago that only the top 10 wallets will be able to mint. Yep, that's what you're saying. Supply shock incoming. GE chaps. Good evening. Okay, yeah. Steve Stash is a hardcore degen.
Wait. Why top 10 wallets only able to mint? I mean, if someone waited it,
he's saying
because of the liquid supply left.
It's because they're the only ones that are going to have dark.
Well, if someone just saves a dark until the Journey 33, they could still mint.
Sure. They could, but people aren't great.
Oh yeah,
I'm waiting.
I see what you mean, especially when things start going bananas, dude.
Carl's in the house. Good to see you, Carl. Good day, dear folks.
Yeah.
Love, and sirs. Condor, Inky Tenzen. Good to see you as always. Yeah. If you guys want to jump in and buy some of these spots, we'll do that I'm just going to go through a couple more tabs here besides the Pink Miss Well address. The link to join that's in there. But as you can see, we updated the scrape button, so it's very easy to see. We changed congratulations, you've won, to check to see if you've won, because that trolled a lot of people. It was clickbait. They would come here and say congratulations, but they hadn't won. So we had to change that and make the scrape button very easy to see. And then we have a column here for the evil bonus. So if the Pink Miss Well goes all-time highs or dark goes to all-time highs, I bet you we see this scrape button go live again. That's my guess. And if this scrape button goes live, even for 5 or 10 minutes, how long did it take people to rob this mother blind last time that this was live? It was like 45 minutes.
Gosh, if that, dude. Yeah.
It was 45 minutes, and they scraped over 20,000 dark.
Wow.
These guys are ruthless. These guys are piranhas. They're insane. They're absolutely insane. If you guys are not a part of Actuator Finance, this is a great way to get yield on liquid T-shares. Hocus Pocus is a great front end for farms, including Actuator and Hope You Don't Play It Out farms. Coin Market League is a place where you guys can go and vote on your favorite cryptos every single day. And we've been pumping up Carpe Diem, Dark Matter, Hex is at 11, and I think Hocus Pocus is at 24. So it not only does it tell you all about the project, it'll show you the top voters that are hooking it up. So this is a very cool place. They also retweet all of our tweets on X. So they give us excellent engagement. Shout out Zero X Bistro. There's 44 dark for sale right now for about $10.50. The price is about $9.20. So it's a little out of the money, but if you do buy all 44, you're not going to eat slippage. So that's not a bad deal. That's Actuator true. Token is on sale at a discount right now. Holy cow, 260,000 of these. Let me hit view and let's buy max. So for $100 right now, you can buy 260,000 Actuator tokens, and we'll take a look at their chart. There's quite a bit going on with them. They might be one to watch because of their liquid T-shares and stuff and their farming ability. ST3's in the money. Bean, Yep, and Top Hat and SQL are all for sale up here, but they're out of the money. You can see they're red. The other thing about this OTC marketplace is you don't have to buy the whole package. You can buy a piece of it. So as you can see, this started out at 55 dark. Someone bought 11 of them. So they bought 20% of that bag. You buy whatever you want, and these are all the tokens that you can buy them with. All core tokens with a lot of liquidity. And then, of course, let's see really quickly if there's any fuel cells for sale on Pulse Market Out. What was that?
I don't know.
Sorry, I have sticky keys on, and because I'm doing something in Photoshop for the J5.
Awesome.
So it's obviously doing some clicking, but I've got a couple of options to show you. So
awesome.
Whenever you're
Awesome.
ready.
Okay. And there's no fuel cells for sale right now. There were some J1, J2s for like 22, 25, $33. They're gone.
Dude, someone reached out to me saying that they have, I forget if they said J2s or J3s that are unscraped. J2s, I think, unscraped that they were thinking of listing.
Putting up here.
That's dude, I mean, this was a couple weeks ago, so they might have already done it, but I'll check in with them and see.
So they're giving them a little cherry on top. Hey, it's an unscraped NFT.
You know? Yes, it's got even a higher cash value.
Yeah, because there could literally be, you could buy one for maybe, whatever whether it's die or dark, and it's 1.2 dark, and then what if it has 7.5 dark attached to it? Or those ones have this rolled lottery, right?
Yeah. So
they could have some fat winnings in there, like 12.
Yeah.
So you pay back the dark to 12,
Mm-hmm. Ethereum's given us a little pump up to 27. That's about 1,000 short of what we're looking for right now.
Oh gosh, we need it so bad.
We need it so bad. Old man Bitcoin has woken up from his nap. He watched Matlock and took a nap after he hit 111, and now he's back up around 108, 107. So we will see if Bitcoin charges or if 111 was it. If that was the Mount Everest so far.
When it hit 111?
Yeah, on May 22nd.
Okay, yeah. Not since then, though.
No, I think the one right here, 110.
What do you think about Saylor's 23 million call in his lifetime?
I don't know. That would be it'd be interesting.
It's a crazy call.
I think that if Bitcoin is worth 23 million, then inflation, like a Big Mac is going to be $60,000. Do you know what I mean? We might hit that, but that just means that money went to that kind of garbage.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, a lot can change with this whole, people using it as their treasury. I mean, if they start following the Saylor model for their balance sheets. It could be interesting. It really can.
Well, dude,
it could be a
50
self-fulfilling
million-
prophecy, really.
Dude, 50 million millionaires in the world, right? And if there's only 21 million, and keep in mind, Dark has way lower supply, but if there's only 21 million and every millionaire wants one of them, dude, that's some serious competition.
For sure.
Yep. Collector's item, baby. People will pay more for a collector's item than something that they actually use or consume.
Oh gosh, the amount I've spent on watches, dude.
I was talking about actuator earlier. Dark has a nice little bounce there to 920, but actuator, look at this floor that it's creating right here. Now, actuator,
that's good for the APR for the hex one. What is it? Hex 7,000, 3,000 stuff. That's the payout, right? That's the payout token.
Yeah, this is the payout token, and it's only going to be issued for 3 years.
Okay.
So the first year they're giving out like 75% or 60% of the token. Then the next year it's like 25, and the last year it's like 10 or something like that. Yeah. And right now 7,000s are paying 43% APR, 3,000s are paying 51% APR. You only got to wait 3 years for those babies to mature on day 3,000. Right now we're on day 2019. That was a good year, but day 2019 of Hex. I'm never going to stop making that joke. Even when it's like 2048, I'm going to be like, that was a good year. Okay. So stick with me, folks. Follow me for more hilarious dad jokes. So sorry, that was us going back to check out the actuator. So it's interesting that the team has a very large supply of this, as you know, smart teams do. And Bill and RJ, they are ridiculously smart. They're scary smart kind of guys when it comes to finances and markets and things like you. Just looking at their platform, you can tell these guys don't leave anything to chance. In fact, one time I was compounding my farm, and it disappeared. And what it does is every time you did anything, it would automatically scrape your actuator tokens and put them in your wallet for you as you did any action. I was like, oh, that's deep, because there's a lot of protocols where your tokens are gone, bro. Yeah. Like if you didn't do things in the right order, good luck. So this is a good bottom here, but I would not sleep on actuator, the platform itself, and I definitely wouldn't sleep on the token. This team is, I think the team, I would be willing to bet dollars to donuts that the team has a plan for this token. Besides, I mean, you can put it in a vault and earn free HTTs, Hex Time tokens. But I think they've got more than that planned for it.
Nice. Well, it's definitely one of the better APRs right now on Pulse Chain for sure.
Definitely. Let's see. Here's Dark and Homie Don't Play That. That's got 19K of liquidity, and it has the same bounce off the bottom. Homie Don't Play That. Homie Don't Play That was fighting for 6 cents not that long ago. It's down to 3.5. We'll see what happens. Randy Larsky has burnt a lot of these tokens, and he's already reduced emissions once by like 25%. So he kind of controls the knob on there as to like supply and demand. So it'll be really interesting. Keep your eye on Homie Don't Play That, and you can earn these tokens for free. I said knob.
I was just doing a Beavis and Butthead.
Did you say knob? Knob.
I hadn't even thought of them in years, dude. It just popped in my head. Whenever I'm doing design work, like it just pops in.
Now, see, this is what I was talking to you about on the phone, Don, is these higher highs and higher lows. Those are painted. This is some Bob Ross action going on here, as far as I'm concerned. And Bob Ross is telling us that this was like the most previous bottom, and this might have been the bottom of all bottoms back here at 003.
What do they call that? 3 rising waves.
So what's that?
What percentage are we up from that bottom? What percentage are we from that bottom? How far up have we gone from that low bottom?
from down here at 003, we're up.
It's like
we're up 86%.
So what was the APR at the top there? Man, that must have been pretty good. Must have been pretty juicy, huh?
The APR on Hex?
Well, I mean, the APR is a function of the value of actuator, right? So
no. The actuator was 126.
That was 126 APR?
APR was the highest that I've seen on it.
Juicy.
Yeah, and it's going because it's connected to Hex time tokens, and because Hex time tokens are liquid T shares tied to the price of Hex. That if Hex pumps, it that's it's like Hart's law, but even more so.
Okay, so
tied at the hip.
Well, let me see if I got this straight. So let's say I got 50,000 dry powder, right? I buy half of Hex, and then I buy another half of the 3,000s. Then I put that in a farm, a liquidity pair, and then I get that's how I'm getting the actuator. Is that how it works?
Well, you're actually getting paid 3 ways or 4. So you come here, you make your delegated stake, right? So we made a delegated stake 78 days ago with $30, and in the 78 days we've earned 133 Hex, and we can extract 133 Hex time tokens, right? So we're earning Hex, which that's kind of a given. But then when you go to the pools and you pool your HTT 3000s, 5000s, or 7000s, if you pool those with Hex, you're actually getting paid reward fees from PulseX. It doesn't. If it's just here and you haven't put it in the farm, it'll show you what it is, and I believe it'll show you your rewards.
But if I have liquid Hex and then I just bought the 3000s, then I can just put it. I don't have to do anything else. I can do that and then earn the actuator token. Correct?
True. Yeah, you can just buy 3000s off the market.
Right. Okay. What's the liquidity of that? That's some pretty decent liquidity right now.
I think it's pretty low. I think it's actually very low. Like, let's see here, HTTs, which is why these are paying so high, because you're locking that liquidity in.
I see.
So, like right here, you got the HTT 7000s have 150 grand of liquidity, so that's not bad.
Not bad.
And the 24-hour volume is up 200% almost. And the HTTs have gone up, 1% with Hex.
So
right?
let's take one step back then. Again, before the liquidity pairs to earn actuator, you do what now when you do a delegated stake? The screen before this?
Yeah, so you can create your own HTTs by just staking
Hex.
And then you can extract it. So you're basically taking a home loan out on your stake.
As
a
you
home equity loan.
Okay.
So you take your home equity loan, then you go over
protocol.
Yeah. Yeah, I have a 20 or 30 minute tutorial with Bill on this. That's pretty good. It walks through these 4 steps fairly well. But yeah, then you
can't
pair
lose.
with Hex.
If Hex does well, you can't lose on this one. There's no.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so you're earning Hex, you're earning LP fees, and then you go to the farm, you deposit it in the farm. So right here, we've earned about $10 worth of actuator in 70 days on a $60 investment.
Damn.
That's not bad. That is not bad at all.
Add some zeros to that, folks, and then you'll start getting some blue balls. Just start getting some FOMO and be like, oh shit, I need to take my liquid Hex and put it to work here. I need to get some liquid T shares and put them to work. And then let's say the price of Hex goes bananas to anywhere from $1 to $7, right?
Yeah.
You can go to the market, sell your Hex time tokens, and as long as you go back and buy them back and retire them here, you still have full claim of your stake. Like I said,
so
let's say Hex goes
now.
The discount rate right now. How do I remember seeing that somewhere here? Somewhere here, there's a discounted rate that shows. Basically,
there's an actual. It displays
like just
that.
Buying the HTTs versus Hex itself.
Right.
Yeah. So 133 HTTs is worth 50 cents, and 133 Hex is worth about 60 cents.
Okay, so there's a discount there.
So there's like a 30%, 15% discount, I think. But that's what I'm saying. Let's say that, and this is all liquid. This is all liquid. My farm is liquid. I can go here. I can withdraw the whole amount. Then I can go back to
that doesn't give you liquid hex though, right?
Yeah, well, yes, because then I go back to the pool. I would unpair the liquid hex and the liquid HTTs, and I could sell both of these on the market immediately. There's no time lock except for the vaults. The vaults have a time lock where you lock up your actuator and you get paid the HTT fees that people pay when they delegate, when they extract their hex time tokens.
Right.
So this one's 90 days. 90 days is not a bad lockup period, guys.
No.
So
that's just 2 journeys, man. That's 2 journeys. That's nothing.
Yeah. So you're earning hex, you're earning fees, and you're earning actuator on something that has no time lock.
Let me ask you this. Would you buy HTT or would you buy dark?
That's dirty. That's a very dirty question.
I'd buy some dark. That's just me. That is just me.
I don't know. I try not to say too much. It's obviously not financial advice.
No, I'm saying, what would you do?
I would buy dark. I'd buy dark.
Yeah.
I would sell my favorite dog for dark at these prices.
You'd sell your favorite dog?
I would sell my favorite dog. Because I mean, you can always get another dog. Man. I used to tell people I would sell my children, and
always buy a better one.
Yeah, buy a better one, buy a better dog. No, I'm just saying, like, there's so much I would give up right now for Dark's price that I just to see that the strength that Dark has, it's something else. Dark.
Yeah, if we get some decent liquidity in Dark paired with something, because of I would think because of the minimum supply, it's gonna, with Hart's Law, it's gonna run. But it's like that chicken before the egg. It's like you got to have the liquidity in order to play the Hart's Law. But at the same time, if you have too much and then we tank again, then that's not good for the price as well, right? So it's like that. Yeah. What comes first? So
Pink Miss Well put $400,000 of hex and paired it with his dark when we were back up in the hundreds,
low, right? Yeah.
And he was down in permanent loss. He was down $230,000. That's insane. Now he had a bunch.
Who's down 230K?
Pink Miss Well.
Oh yeah,
because he stepped up and locked an insane amount of hex with dark until we asked him not to. So we're like, hey man, like, let's pull as much liquidity as we can. This blood is not stopping anytime soon. And
if you would have kept that in,
looks like we were right.
Run to $1 though. I'm just saying though, if you would have kept that in, and then we do run from here on out to the end of the year. Oof.
Well, he might, and other people that are providing liquidity might be adding right now, thinking this is the bottom, like you said, and then and then kaboom. But
pray for ETH.
Pray for ETH. Pray for ETH.
What's ETH at right now? Is it hit 28 again tonight, or no? Still 27, 70
said
something?
27
just a few times today. Yeah.
Let's see here. Carpe Diem, the first retirement on the blockchain, is showing some strength. Same higher highs and higher lows from the bottom here.
Shout out. Carpe Diem.
Yeah, shout out to Sealy of Carpe Diem. Is a badass protocol. And then proof of no work. One of the first tax tokens I was ever introduced to a few years ago is got less than $5,000 of liquidity. And you can see that when people try to murder the price, they ain't walking with much. They're really, really selling.
Right back up easily.
Yeah, if these people knew about 0x Bistro and went and sold their proof of no work on 0x Bistro with no tax, they'd be ahead of the game. But don't tell them. Don't tell those people about them. Let them get wrecked. Prit token. This is such a crazy token. You got this crazy bottle of wine pop up and drop down the other side, and then cascade. Just a weird. This is the weirdest head and shoulders pattern I've ever seen in crypto. but it did avoid falling into this ditch over here. So who knows what ink and print are going to be doing if we start getting some traction. I think that's it. That's a Solid X. Solid X is working on getting that game out, and it's doing a little bit of climbing here. It's showing some strength, but no permissions for some reason is just it's getting curb stomped. There's no better way to say, like, Nope is getting curb stomped right now.
Little green pumpage at the lately.
Yeah, this is a good
red tail on it, huh?
Yeah, it's definitely trying to find a bottom, and that looks like a good rejection. However, and it's tied to Solid X. This is the 93 grand of liquidity.
Let's see, what's the total supply?
I think it's 100 billion or a billion. What's that?
Is Nope pretty much still tied to 9-inch, or do they get rid of those farms? And
no, the Homie Don't Play That farms are all on 9-inch. They're still all on 9-inch. All the Homie Don't Play That farms are on 9-inch, and the no permission farms.
So funny. Homie Don't Play That.
Yeah. Crazy.
Oh, those.
Am I allowed to bring up just because I'm catching up on the market, having been preoccupied with a lot of other things, but am I allowed to ask what is going on with the P something? Is there anything going on with that? Is that still a thing even?
There's still the same people being like to $1, and it's like, how about like Hex to $1? How about Pink?
Is it still getting killed though, or does it seem to still have a belief? I guess what I'm saying is exploit. Like, is exploit still?
Hey, do you want my opinion?
Yes.
You can't stop that meme. I mean, I've tried. We've made fun of it for so long.
Oh yeah, you can't stop the meme. I agree with that.
It's too catchy. I mean, it's going to be
the more you try to stop it, the more it just kind of grows. You know,
you either hold on and have a bag. I mean, I like I said, I'm neutral on it, but it's just like, one of those things where it's like one of those things you just can't get out of your head. And
fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate.
Well, here's my question: the exploit though, is the exploit still like a thing, or is that fixed?
It's fixed, but it's not. I mean, it's fixed in the sense that I believe that it's basically in frozen mode, where they were able to make enough votes to basically like not shut it down, but just to like kind of put it in limbo. I think that's what the last, and curse me if I'm wrong, PDI crazies out there, but like that's what the last like kind of shut down for a while. And I don't know if it's been rebuilt in the voting or something like that. So I don't know. But
what did it need? Something like $80-something million to be able to be like an actual, like the only real decentralized stable coin, or is that incorrect?
I think it's going to need more than that because, like I said, it has 500,000 holders, and that's because all the people that own DAI on Ethereum own it on our chain. And
dude, that's
still
true.
90% of them probably don't even still know that it's there. But if that starts climbing to 10, 15, 50 cents, and someone has $50 million on DAI on Ethereum, I mean, it's only going to take one sell to crush that thing. So it's like
I didn't even think about that, dude. I didn't even think about that.
I mean, it's going to take a lot of capital to get that thing to $1. I mean, we've seen crazy things.
Crushed as people start.
Someone's going to come over there from either like, oh my God, 50 cents.
Yeah,
oh, thank
wow,
you.
look what this is doing.
Thank you for the 20 mil. Boom, back down to.
Dude, you almost want to thank
.00001.
You almost want to thank the bank in that case, though, in the sense that it's like, hey, it's not going to be so easy for people to just go to like the bank and be like, oh, I've got this much money over on Pulse Chain, let me go extract it, because they just don't support it anymore.
Well, you'd want them to get out as soon as possible, like right. You would want to think that already sold it all right now, but I don't know. I mean, who knows? Right. I'm sure maybe there is probably a way to probably figure out how much of the original wallets have sold their PDI for, hey, thanks for the fish. And so long, thanks for the fish. I got 15 grand out of my bags from ETH, but I don't.
Yeah, there's
some big whales over there that haven't looked twice, and they're the ones that have probably the 7 to 8 figures of DAI, and they're probably either, well, I'll play this game, I'll let it go to like 10, 50 cents, and then boom.
Right.
I don't know. We'll see. It's catchy though. I'll tell you that it is catchy. They can't know.
Yeah.
It is, but I guess the exploit. Everyone was so panicked about the exploit, which I still didn't understand why it was such a big issue. Because I'm like, dude, if anyone could create a token that has it and pair it to an asset, and then give it an inflation bug, and the chain's not dead. So I don't know why everyone was panicked about that. But maybe I'm just missing something. I mean, Max, shut down the discussion at any point if you want. I was just curious to see if people were still panicked about, like, because with Pulse Chain being so far down, if people were thinking like, oh, this PDI thing we still don't know if this is gonna slaughter the chain. You know, I still just never saw how it would slaughter the chain.
Yeah. Well, at that point, I think there was nothing but extraction happening on Pulse Chain, right. So that was just exacerbated at the time. But if money was flowing, if millions of dollars was flowing in every day, maybe we still wouldn't have caught it if he was careful enough to just pull out a little bit at a time. But I don't know. Who knows? I
guess that's the key. Is it had other people adding liquidity, and so that liquidity basically became at risk, right?
Right.
There were some locked liquidity issues. There was locked liquidity with it. And so people were thinking like, oh, that's the concern, because if that liquidity is locked, you can never fully de-pair it or unpair it. And so it can just keep getting inflated and then bought. So, but still,
the only token on Pulse Chain that has literally gone to zero twice and still found a way to have life. So there's just people that are just going to believe in it no matter what. So, but I was me and Hexray have talked about this a lot. It's like we don't need our own stable coin. Hex was good. If there was enough believers in Hex, it was a money printer itself. You just had to time value it. You know, you had to wait for it. But 3% inflation is nothing. And if everyone was bought into the Hex system itself, and look at Actuator, look at Dipcatcher, and all, like, we have all these derivatives of a beautiful sound money printer called Hex, and if enough people participated, that would be enough to keep the chain going. But I don't know.
I agree. I mean, it's obviously dilution with a lot of things, a lot of different dollars in a lot of different areas. The thing is, there are a lot of good projects, and the anti-gravity. I mean, I still don't think people have. I think Max and I were talking earlier, and we think that there's probably about 30 people that fully grasp anti-gravity and dark, and like how it works, and the beauty of it. And you're clearly one of them, with some of your insights. And
well, the other thing about dark matter is that it's the only thing that's fun on Pulse Chain. I mean, it's creative, it's artistic, and it's actually providing joy to people. I mean, it's fun. Right. It's so cool. I mean, and it's just the beginning. I mean, if we have meetups and, you know, like the whole collective is the points, and maybe if you have like little parties and stuff like that, people bringing, I mean, it's actually bringing some value, and whether that's art or fun, I mean, that's something. It's better than 99% of what's on the chain. So, you know, things
maybe some
we're talking about things that are sticky. Yeah. Treasure
maybe
hunts.
Some in real life treasure hunts.
I'm down.
Yeah. We might
and
see
I can walk farther than all of you,
Netflix
so I will find the treasure if it's somewhere out there.
It'll be what's that show again, Max? Golden
Greed.
Golden Greed.
Is that on
Netflix? I want to watch
it. Have you watched it?
No, I remember hearing your stream.
You will binge it in a day.
I started it, dude, and I couldn't get into it like that. So I need to try it again. There was maybe a lot going on.
So there's actually a $2 to $5 million treasure hidden right now.
Oh, I thought it was
that it was, but they re-hit a new treasure, and the first treasure.
Oh wait, hold on? Are you ruining the show for us? Are you now ruining the?
No, it's probably common knowledge, right?
I mean, you can Google this, but basically, a guy that loved hunting for the treasure so much did his own version. But
I know
the first version. Yeah, the first version was a poem in a book that you had to figure out.
Right.
This guy, the 3-part documentary series are the clues to where he hid $2 to $5 million of gold and stuff.
Ooh.
Right. It isn't like people have already been like, I've seen some like channels about this where people are like, yeah, if you look at some of the pages, one of the same pages is like page 129 is twice or something like that, and everybody's like, oh, it's not a misprint, that it has to be something, stuff like that, right? In the book, like there's font misses or page doubles, or that's interesting.
Yeah. Well, and he has like a bunch of very random, they seem random pictures behind him in his interviews, but they can't be random. They're looking at him going, it's kind of like the seed word puzzle that
I was like,
did anybody ever
sell
I think
find
someone
that?
did.
It was a million hex,
million
right?
hex or something, yeah. So
that'd been awesome to solve it in 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but like I said,
$500,000.
If there were 12 seed words in an ammo can hidden out there in the woods, and we released GPS coordinates one by one by one, let's say when we hit certain goals or targets with the pink misspell or with dark or with minting, and we just started releasing
how about a gold-plated spacesuit? Like
ooh, dude, now we're talking, bro.
Yeah, we should probably put something like a spacesuit in there with it.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be sick. I'm just saying, there's no end to how much fun and passion and art and creativity we can come up with this. The art contests alone have completely blown me away. Completely.
BLM land is free. I'm just saying, we could throw a rager for like 5 days out of somewhere.
I like that idea.
There's a place out in the Mountain West that has some pretty crazy areas that could be a blast, man.
That's all that. In the end, that's all that anybody really wants to do. They just want to get together, have a good time.
Exactly, man. That's what I mean.
Let's like blockchain and dark bring us together.
I think we're also going to see more than one Hexaco sprout up in this bull market. The bull market comes back and people have real money. I think we're going to find a few Hexacos, at least in the US, where people are like, hey, I bought 40 acres over here. I bought 50 acres over here. Yeah, here's our camp. Come hang out with us in camp. We got Starlink up. You can come DJ on your crypto, sit around the fire. We can dance at night. Good times.
I think I keep calling it like, Richard Hart just needs to rip off the last Band-Aid, because honestly, like we need ETH to go up. We need the treasury to be rebuilt. And then he just needs to buy out all the end stakers of the first round of the 15-year, 10-year stakes. So Hex gets to 50 cents. I would venture to say that 90 to 80% of the original OGs are going to early end stake and say, thank you for the fish, and then he'll have full control over the Hex contract for the next cycle.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, this is what I was saying on another stream, is that everyone's goal is to retire with crypto, right? So everyone retires into crypto if they've been around for a few cycles. They're like, hey, I'm done. Boss can kiss my ass. Goodbye, corporate world. They bounce, and then their only goal in life is to retire from crypto. So they retire into crypto. And then after like a few years of this bear market, they're like, I don't need this kind of stress in my life. Okay. If I can just
describing my life right now.
Yeah. If I can just make, if I can walk with these figures and these numbers, I might never do crypto again.
That's what I'm saying. I'm sure Richard Hart knows the exact number to pay those people out, and he just needs to get over that hump, rip the Band-Aid off, and then run that baby.
Yeah. I think 10 cents wipes out people, and I think 50 cents wipes out a whole bunch of people. The rest. And I'll tell you, $1 wipes out a lot of my spy bags.
We all got a number.
At $1, I'm definitely taking way more.
Thank you for making me hold. Thank you for making me hold for 4 years, and I'll take it and go.
Yes, and
I'll provide liquidity for you though.
Mm-hmm. Did you have that? Was something you wanted to share, Don? Do you got an image ready, or are you still working?
No, I mean I can share some images.
Okay, cool.
Let me see how to
read this. I have lucky number 6, 7, 10, 8, 9, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've been waiting for 3 days already. Please buy some tickets. I need exit liquidity. I've been directly engaging with Tiger Crypto God. He would like to meet the no permission Chads. That's cool. His angle to reach the simple kind of man, which I am. Nostalgia is very comforting. We all long to hold reminders of our past. Crypto Ape, hey, what's up? HTTs have been outperforming Hex. That's interesting. I'm buying a crap ton of 7,000s. 60% discount on Hex. It's a 60% discount on Hex. RHWR. RH was right. Richard Hart was wrong. Just don't sell the dog to Ice Barbie.
Who's Ice Barbie? Oh, that's yeah. I have that shared if you want to see it.
Okay, I'll get you some ice. My 10-year-old needs ice. Here we go. Let me share this up on the screen. Okay. Boom. There we go.
All right. So basically, here's here's just kind of like traditional, right? Like, oh, these blue lines, by the way, are just guides. Hold on. Let me not view the guides. Can I just have the guides not be seen? I'll just do that. All right. So there's something like that, right? Mm-hmm. Or kind of like something that, and we can change. I mean, we can do anything.
Dedication to the pink mist whale.
This one, it kind of follows the arc of the whale, which is kind of interesting. Like, it's just a kind of different way. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Let me try to clear the guides. Clear guides. So these were what we needed to add, right?
Yeah, those and agproject.io.
Okay. Oh, so you want it added?
But we could just cut it off of the bottom of the helmet and enlarge it. But this isn't the image at 1J5.
Oh, that's what I was messaging last night. This is the one I sent you, and I didn't hear anything back. So I assumed this was the one.
No. Darkness Falls, the 4-minute music video by AJ Ripsody cuts it. So really, it's
I hope that one won.
The GIF in our Telegram is the one that's on the fuel cell page of View My Fuel Cells, where it shows the dark matter morphing into the fuel cell. It's like a 5-second 5-second GIF of that.
Okay, hold on. So going in Anti-Gravity Saga, it's in submissions for NFT art.
No. It's with our devs. It's the Telegram with our devs where where Raj added it.
Yep,
he added the clip to metadata, but we didn't have this done yet.
Okay.
But this is a beautiful piece of art by Elizabeth right here.
Yeah, it's awesome. I love that. I mean, it was fun just kind of like tinkering with the
We should send a copy of this to Elizabeth. She'd die. She'd absolutely love it.
Dude, absolutely. I mean, it's already saved. I already have both these versions saved, so
yeah.
Actually, I don't have this one saved yet. Let me do there. Now it's saved. I'm trying to see where in this chat it is. The GIF. Where's the GIF?
Are you in the dev chat?
Yeah, the DC Maxinetti.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to find it, and I'm just going to read. Here it is. Yeah, right here.
Was it?
Right here. So I'm going to reply to this with your name.
Okay, I'm going to stop sharing the screen since, you guys don't want to watch me do Photoshop. All I need to do is basically drop the other one in. It's so easy.
There you go. So I just replied with your name at the bottom, so you can click on that one. It'll take you right up to the GIF.
Okay. All right. Yep. Got it.
It's absolutely beautiful, by the way. Like here, I'll share it on screen while you're pulling it up.
So wait a minute, though. It's a GIF, so it's only 5 seconds.
So this is what people are seeing right now when they update their metadata on Mintra and Pulse Market app. But mine aren't pulling up on Pulse Market app.
Yeah, the only thing I'm wondering though is it's to add them to a GIF.
So
actually,
cool.
No, I can do that in Photoshop. I did it last time in Photoshop. I can do that. So I just need to send this to Proton Drive, and then it'll be there on my computer.
Yeah, AJ Ripsody Hex absolutely destroyed that 4-minute music video, and this is just part of it. There's a few other ones here that we're thinking about that trying to tie together if we want to do like 10 seconds or something like that. And let me see if I can find those 3. I shared those 3. One's the evil addresses popping up all over. These 3 right here. So there's this GIF right here where you have the dark matter, the anti-gravity drop into smoke and rise into the evil address. This is part of his music video. And then this one right here, he's got, this guy showing up. Boom, boom. So you have like this robot, boom, and then here comes Marilyn Manson.
Or a little bit of a
little bit of like Pennywise.
Yeah.
Pennywise had a baby with Marilyn Manson. I can almost hear like 9 Inch Nails every time I see this picture. So yeah, and then of course this one right here is just literally watching dark matter be minted and turned into a fuel cell.
Hex T Armstrong, beautiful. Yeah, a little tiz isn't too bad for the the clan. Everyone's got a little tiz in them. He's saying that we're we're the most autistic or artistic clan of all of crypto. I was like, yeah, we got a little tiz.
We'll take both of those.
Yeah.
Katie surfacing. Cast the Maker DAO ESM burned 11 million PDI after Giga found her PDI. PDI Maker DAO is dead, according to HexT.
PDI Maker DAO is dead, huh?
Katie had the keys to VAT for 11 billion.
Meme coin now. I mean, it was always a meme coin, but it means like there's no chance of it being an actual decentralized system, right? Or am I misinterpreting that?
I don't know. I honestly, I don't. It's such a hard one. I don't get it. But I just thought it was like shut down, so to speak. I don't know if someone reopened it.
Steve Stash wants us to send him those top graphics. So like the logos, you mean like the 3 logos that are on the on J1, and J2. Yeah, we can send those to you. I got vector files of them if you want them.
Yeah, we have them. We have the good ones.
I can stop sharing now. I just want to share you guys that.
Nice.
Those other gifts that were put together. I am being hailed by my 10-year-old who needs some ice on her tailbone after going roller skating with me.
Ooh. I know, poor girl, man. I feel bad for her.
She's walking around like a 75-year-old grandma right now. Poor girl. And then also Hexray Chick's been texting me.
All right. Well, thanks for letting us come on stream, man.
Thanks for being here. It feels really good to come up here and update people on what our devs have been doing. Our devs are absolutely amazing. I cannot speak highly enough of the devs that have been taking what we've had and like simplifying it and smoothing it and working with us. And, okay, no, try this. No, try this. Okay, that's it. Amazing. The fact that they came out with that Pink Miss Well game in like less than 3 months was that's pretty amazing in and of itself, that it's, doing stuff on blockchain. So yeah, it's just good to hang out with you guys and show you guys some of the cool stuff of the website. The website's going to get better and better. Oh, that was the one thing. If you go on the minting page, go ahead.
I was gonna say, so the bull market top is when people start throwing $100 clips at the Pink Miss Whale game, like for one slot that we know.
Yeah, when it gets high, when it gets high roller in Vegas, when you have an Asian masseuse come behind you and start working on your shoulders as you're playing the game, that's when you know it's time to take some profits.
We all know now. God, this is
we know better now. Such a painful and expensive lesson, but such a blessing in the future, I believe.
I still try to explain to like Vegas in 2021 to people, and it's just you just can't describe it. What it was like.
It was banana. It was bananas. Bananas is the closest I can come to.
I miss it so much.
Yeah, I think we do. Well, and think about the poor people that this is going to be their first wave, their first rodeo, and they're about to round trip because they're going to be buying the top, and then they're going to round trip, and that they're the ones in like 2035 that are going to be like, I'm taking more profits this time, guys. I'm not getting left behind. All right, so here's
Love you guys.
Donnie Poo. Hey, have a great night, man.
They love you too,
All right.
brother. Have a good one, man.
All right.
Yeah, that looks great.
See you.
All right, so you can see this?
Yes. I like the way you put the smoke behind them so they stand out.
Yeah, I did an outer glow, and I can adjust that glow to whatever we like. But so do we want them bigger? Do we want them smaller? Do we want them like that? Do we want them to only start like after the main logo, like, or you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Well, we've got the big
you like them like that?
agproject.io. See right there. So you'd have a white agproject.io somewhere on the screen. We could put that at the top.
Up here.
Yeah, we can try it at the top, and we can try it at the bottom, and we can flip them.
Do you remember what our font is, dude? Should we flip them? Let's flip them. I like that idea. I like that idea a lot. Okay, so just real quick. And then move these bad boys up here. Get them lined up with the guides properly. There we go. And I can spread them out more, but I kind of like them centered like with this thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they're kind of centered over the logo and the fuel cell.
Now, do you remember what our font is?
Crypto Ape says that's so sick. I'm guessing it's a very simple font. It could be something as simple. I know that the J looks
there's
a little
so many fonts. Look at this.
Jesus. I would try just one of the. I think it was like maybe Arial New Times Rome. It wasn't anything crazy. It's very simple.
It might be that. I'm looking at the J, the C, the T. That looks pretty similar. It just looks like a bit. I think when he did this, hold on, I need to switch the color. When he's white, right?
Uh-huh. Yeah. And then we just make it a little bit bigger to balance out the top.
Yeah, you tell me how big you like it.
Maybe a little bit smaller.
Okay.
Yeah, like that, because then it's kind of the same balance as the height on the logos. Yeah, right.
Yeah. Like right there?
Yeah.
Okay. Gosh, I feel like it needs to be squished a little bit. I'm trying to remember how to do. Let's see, transform. Oh, come on. Character. Oh, let's see. It's an Arial narrow. We don't want it narrow. Why is it telling me that? Oh, I need to be in text. That's why. Narrow. We want it regular. There we go. Yep, that's way better. Sorry, it was all narrow. It didn't look
simple. Yeah, that one looks more like more.
It's the same font. It's just a different version of the font. Like if you look at
we'll see the G is a double G on this one. Yeah, right.
Oh, we need to capitalize it, huh? Capitalize the AG and the P.
No, they're lowercase, but it's got a weird G right there. Let me see if I'll find one right.
Well, look up top at the AG helmet. It's capital AG, capital P.
Yeah, it is up there, but on the lower portion, it's all lowercase. But the G's got a different.
What are you looking at though? What are you looking at as comparison?
I'm comparing it to the J1 fuel cell.
Oh, okay, the J1 fuel cell.
Yeah, the font on the J1.
Don't have that on here.
Let me pull this up here.
Are you able to share it real quick to see? Because
yeah, here let me.
I have that file, just not on this computer. I have it on the J1 fuel cell. I added that on, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you did the J1 posters.
Okay, you know what? I might have it on. I might have done it in this.
So see this one right? Let me make this big right here. Now look at can you see that pretty well? See, it has the double G. It looks almost like very typewriter print.
Oh yeah, that's just not. See, yeah, I mean, it's maybe consistent with that. It's not consistent with this is more. The one I have is more consistent with what we're using for like if I capitalize the AG and the P, it would look almost identical because the J, E, C, T don't look like the ones that I have up on the like Arial. I think you were right. It matches what we have up there, just with some slight modifications to it.
Mm-hmm.
But
I just didn't realize how cool that G looked in this lowercase.
Yeah. So
and how understated the J is. The J is pretty understated.
So let's see. In that case, we're going to want this to be. I'm going to have all these options. I don't know if you can still see. Ooh, that's kind of a cool font for this one. Check this out. Can you still see?
I'm adding it to the stage, so I gotta stop sharing mine and I gotta share yours. There we go.
Okay, so check this one out. Boom, that one's kind of sick.
I like that one a lot.
Just for this is kind of sick. You know what I mean? Like just with
for this one, it matches the.
Yeah, it matches like the vibe kind of.
Yeah.
I mean, I can go look. That has the double G, but also has more serifs on it. That one's kind of sick. Let's see. But I think it might just be a Times New Roman that
Look at the poster behind you. I know, that's what I was looking at.
Oh shoot, yeah, I could have looked at that.
Oh yeah, you got the poster behind you that I have behind me. You have the dark matter hoodie that I wear at night when I want to get warm and comfy.
So look, here's the Times New Roman right there. See that? Still a little bit different.
But that Trojan color concept, like the gold, was kind of sick.
You like that one that at the beginning, the one that I said that
No, the gold one, just right next to the one you just had. This one is cool. I like this one a lot. I was just saying that one had a gold version.
Okay, hold on. Let me go back to.
I think it's only in gold.
Let's see. That was it. Times New Roman.
Right there. Yeah, Trojan color concepts.
Oh yeah,
like a movie poster.
It does, dude. That's sick. You want to do that?
That's pretty sick. But do we want to do it in lowercase, or is it always?
It's the font is an all caps font. Yeah, if you look at the sample, see how like when you see over here, it shows the sample of it. Like it'll show you what like it always starts with the capital first letter, so the S is capitalized, whereas the rest of it is not. So that is just it's only caps.
Yeah, it's just bigger than the three.
I can shrink that. That part's easy though. Watch, if we choose this, then this part's easy because now I just do this. I just grab the corner and I just go. Whoop.
Yeah.
And I want it to fit though, so I need to line it up with that one, and then if we want it to match, or if we want it to be a slightly bigger but centered, we can do that too. But this is now it's like the same. Now if we clear the guides. And so watch now if we do this. What the hell? Oh. This needs to be on the movie. There we go. Okay. I need to click on it so it goes to the blue line. Well, let me try again now that I have the blue line real quick. I like that, dude.
Yeah.
Especially since it's a movie. That I think you identified a good one, dude.
That was pretty cool. And like I said, all we got to do just drop this in our dev chat and ask ask him to replace this, and then we'll also say, hey, why isn't it showing up? It's showing up here, but it's not showing up here.
Yeah. So this is good. Like final, we like it.
Yeah.
Should I do a gold? Should I do gold on a gold shadow on these instead of a white, or a gold outer glow instead of a white one?
Yeah. Or yeah.
Okay, watch, check this out. So if I go to the outer glow on this, then if I change the color to, and I need to move this so that I can, dang it, hold on, I need to move this so I can actually see that gold. All right, now if I go like this, and then I choose this color, it's kind of hard because they make it gold from that. Oh yeah, see, it shows the gold right there. But I can do a lot of different things too. I can make the spread big. I can make the spread small, but make the size of the spread bigger. Make the size of the spread smaller. What do you think?
Yeah,
between the
I
white
like
and
it.
the gold. I like the gold, don't you?
I like the gold better.
Okay, is that good? How I have it right there?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me just copy layer style, and on these two, paste layer style. Boom.
If someone didn't know better, if this is all they knew you by, they'd be like, wow, so Don's a graphic designer. I didn't know
dude,
Don was a graphic designer.
I can do video editing too, man. Like crazy. I've been doing the Photoshop. I've been doing ever since back in the day, man.
Nice.
So you like this? Should we save this one? This version?
Yeah. Yeah.
Version locked and loaded.
Yeah, let's ship it.
That's sick. Okay.
Let's deploy.
Alrighty.
Beautiful.
And, okay, remind me what we call the let's see, anti-gravity. Okay, remind me what we call the do you remember what we saved it as? It needs to be saved as a GIF. Oh shoot. Why doesn't it let me save as a GIF? Oh, I know why. I have to do an export. Export as, and then we're going to have to do it as a GIF. There we go. Yeah, there we go. And, oh yeah, the name. That's what I still need. Is the name.
I think we just call it
did
Journey
we call
5.
it? Did we call it? Yeah. I mean, that's fine. I get so OCD about certain things. Yeah, I think we called it fuel cell. Remember, because when we go on Bunny, they're all the same format. So we can rename it though. We can rename it once it's. This is just to get it.
Just get it in the hands of Raj.
Yep. Exactly.
Oh my gosh, it's so cool. So much cooler. It's incredible how this makes like I thought this GIF was the coolest thing on earth, and then you got this branding and the it makes it so much more I don't know, just brand. It just
gives it
depth.
Like that movie, dude. You had a great eye for noticing that font, dude. The movie font, like, and especially when that ignites, that looks so good with it.
Now you're gonna have to remember what font that is for next time if we want to use it.
Oh no, the thing is, I have all these saved, so I can that's the best part is I can literally just take this and drag it into the next file. Like, watch if I wanted to or I just need let's say I wanted to put it on this other file. I open a new one. Watch, I just click this layer, copy it, go to this one, and paste it. See what I mean? So it's easy. Like I've got all these saved, so it's yeah, we've got it saved. Beautiful. And now I will throw it up in the Telegram.
Steve Sash, send me a DM or a text to remind me to do this tomorrow. My brain is melting, which is okay. It's midnight. I basically am turning into a pumpkin.
Is it midnight, dude? Holy shit!
Well, I took all my sleep meds at the beginning of this stream 2 hours ago.
Oh yeah.
And I drank my chamomile tea. So
I'm gobbling up drumsticks right now.
I could literally tell you guys some stuff that you shouldn't know about the future. So it's better for me to go to bed.
True.
And it's so good to have Don back on stream today. If you appreciate Don, come back. Throw some bananas in chat. Throw some ones.
Bananas, no eggplants, dude. Eggplants.
No, well, yeah, eggplants, peaches.
some water drops.
and shout out to Casey for joining us too.
Fruits. We like fruits and veggies, and we like water to make sure they're clean. You know what I mean? That's all we're meaning.
You just have to wash your veggies before you eat them. That's all we're saying.
Yeah, some sickos are imagining something else, dude.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well, we got to tell people at the end of all these streams, remember, you guys matter. What you do matters, and you're good enough just as you are right this very second. The fact that you're existing, the fact that one cell grew into an entire human full of 35 trillion cells means that you are a special, unique creation. You're here for a reason. So don't forget that, kids. Yeah, we need more Dawn exposure in the future. Now we're talking.
Buddy.
Now we're
You will
talking.
have it.
Thank you so much. All right, have a great night, everyone. We love you. I'm gonna throw up my little thing, and we'll catch you guys tomorrow. Ciao.
Ciao.